There's a good chance some of you have never been in a pawn shop. Owners admit there's a stigma to the name that makes some people a little leery.
But that perception is changing thanks to the TV show Pawn Stars. And tonight, 9 News anchor Tanya O'Rourke introduces us to the Tri-State's own Pawn Stars.
On this episode of Pawn Stars, got a George Patton photo album. Cool.
The History Channel seems to have struck gold with the show Pawn Stars. The show chronicles the family of pawn kings and the often crazy stuff that comes into their Las Vegas shop. And people seem to love it.
20, 40, 60.
The show is paying off for local pawn shops as well.
It's been a tremendous positive for our business. It's brought people into a pawn shop that would have never have thought to come in.
This is Ted's pawn shop in Norwood.
I have dads who bring their little sons in who love the show, who say, hey Dad, let's go down to the pawn shop. So it's been nothing but a positive.
On the show Pawn Stars, the family runs the store, just like at Ted's. There's the old man.
I got a headache, so I'm not going to get up today.
And at Ted's.
So are you like the old man?
I am the old man. Not like him, I'm the old man.
That's the patriarch, James Tincher. On the show, son Rick Harrison seems to run the joint. You see any similarities to James' son, Gabe? And just like on the show,
there's no one that works here that is not family.
Brothers, sisters, even mom is in on the act here. The show, however, features one non-family member, Chumley.
Hey, I got something really sweet to show you.
What do you got?
Bowling arcade game.
Awesome.
And James Tincher says this is where the similarities end. Still, people come here and
They want to know who Chumley is. Or do we have a Chumley?
Do you?
No. He wouldn't last too long in a real pawn shop.
And on the show, some really strange stuff comes in the door.
It's like a 1950s version of a Nintendo Wii. Very cool.
Now, Ted's has tons of fantastic instruments, Tiffany jewelry, and tools. But they believe this is where the show is, well, a show.
Maybe some of the items the History Channel brings in, I would say.
Although Gabe did show us this pretty cool piece.
This is a silk map from the War Department during World War II when the Air Force was still under the Army. So it was the Army Air Force. And yeah, as you can see, it's a chart and a map of Nagasaki, Japan. So
James says the most memorable item never even made it in the door.
The guy wanted us to take a white parrot one time. And I said, it probably won't be alive when you come back, so we better not do that.
But like the show, do they haggle?
that's one part that might not be realistic that they play up for the show, I'd say a little bit. Haggling is something that usually somebody, either party is going to get offended if there's genuine haggling going on. So what we try to do here is we'll take a look at your item, evaluate it, and we try to make you the best offer right away.
The folks at Ted's Pawn say the pawn business is also losing some of its old stigma as a shady operation because they are now so heavily regulated by the state and the feds. How much interest they can charge is mandated, and it's 5% a month, much less, they say, than a check cashing or a payday loan would charge. Carol?
Interesting, Tanya.
Very interesting. Well, we want to